use most. Dawn Stensland here. You get 30% off kitchen cabinet refacing, 50% off bathroom installations, just in time to refresh your home before the new year. Plus, you can lock in 2025 pricing now, protecting your budget from any increases. Family owned and proudly made in the USA, Kitchen Magic. Schedule your free design consultation today. Just visit kitchenmagic.com. Tell them Dawn sent you.
Check off the wish list with instant savings and free battery offers on select Steel tools. Shop online or in store. Steel.
Do you have 3 ex-wives and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policies you had to purchase for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to call Big Lou at Term Provider, 800-700-6898. Big Lou is intimately familiar with your problems, and if you're 50 or 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Remember, call Big Lou. He's like you, except he's only on number 2. Call Term Provider at 800-700-6898. That's 800-700-6898 for $1 million in term life insurance that you can live with. Call Big Lou at 800-700-6898. 800-700-6898.
Hey, this is Larry Steinitz with Investor Schooling. How many times are you going to listen to my voice before you finally go to investorschooling.com? I can't believe you haven't signed up for a class yet. You're going to learn real estate investing. You're going to learn stock options trading. You're going to learn things about money that you didn't even know existed. Go to investorschooling.com right now. Oh my goodness. This Thursday, investorschooling.com, and take that free class. See you there.
With so much uncertainty in the world today, you may find yourself wondering, is now even the right time to retire?
And so many people are waiting, and those folks are going to be waiting a really long time, I hate to say, because there's no perfect time. The market is always unpredictable and volatile.
Fortunately, Jim Cipriotti has been helping get people to, through, and beyond retirement for over 25 years. And each week, he wants to help give you that freedom to retire. Listen to Freedom to Retire with Jim Cipriotti, Saturday mornings at 9 and Sunday afternoons at 5 on Talk Radio 1210 WPHT.
Many of you know that my inspiration for becoming an accident attorney was my brother Tim, who was rendered a quadriplegic at age 18. I didn't know what a personal injury lawyer was or what they did, but I soon did. Tim was treated terribly by the insurance company, and I became enraged. It was a constant delay and deny. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Tim later worked with me for 27 years. Last year, my hero died at age 65. You can see my eulogy for him by visiting mybrothertim.com. He was one hell of a man. Because of Tim, together we built the largest injury firm in the world, and our clients are treated the way I would want my family to be treated. At Morgan & Morgan, nobody is a nobody and everybody is a somebody. If you need our help, visit forthepeople.com on your phone or computer. See you soon, Tim. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com. Injured? Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Attention. Have you racked up $10,000 or more in credit card debt? Are you barely getting by making minimum payments? With credit card debt reaching all-time highs, National Debt Relief is notifying consumers about significant debt relief options currently being made available to help those with overwhelming credit card debt. These options may reduce a large portion of credit card debt for those who qualify. You don't need to declare bankruptcy or take out a consolidation loan, and you may only have to pay back a fraction of what you owe, even if you have bad credit. National Debt Relief has already reduced the credit card debt for more than 550,000 consumers, so don't wait. If you owe $10, $20, or even $100,000 in credit card debt, you can now take advantage of this financial debt relief as the cost of living continues to skyrocket. To check what debt reduction you may qualify for, call 800-894-7722. That's 800-894-7722. Again, 800-894-7722.
If a Lenovo computer for your business is on your holiday list, don't shop around. Just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com. It's your last chance to get exclusive deals on the PCs you want for your business, like the ThinkPad X9 14 Aura Edition and Yoga 7i 2-in-1. So avoid all that shopping chaos and price comparing, and just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com, where PCs are up to 35% off. That's Lenovo.com.
Lenovo.
Welcome back to Winter Hack Radio, the place for clever hacks to survive the season. Icy driveway? Well, try spreading sand or birdseed to help with traction. Snowy puppy paws? Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get...
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
At Riverwinds Restaurant, every table comes with a view. Overlooking the Philadelphia skyline and the Delaware River, it's the perfect backdrop for a date night, family celebrations, or just a night out with friends. Savor fresh seafood, sizzling steaks, handcrafted cocktails, and desserts worth lingering over. When the food is unforgettable and the view is unbeatable, you're at Riverwinds in West Deptford. Make your reservation today. Call 856-579-7900. 856-579-7900.
Looking for the perfect ride at the perfect price? At Hester Chevrolet, we've got the deals to get you on the road in a new Chevy today. Our huge selection means there's something for everyone. Plus, with easy financing options, getting behind the wheel has never been easier. Explore how we can make your driving experience extraordinary. Hester Chevrolet, Philly's trusted Chevy dealer. Visit us at HesterChevy.com. Call 267-343-9094 for details. Together, let's drive.
Hester Chevrolet!
WPHT, WPHT HD, WOGL HD3, Philadelphia. Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Piazza Premium Automobile Studios.
Powering your drive with 10 brands and 20 locations.
Free speech lives here. It's Kale and Company on Talk Radio 1210 WPHT.
And away we go, live on this Thursday, December 4th. It is indeed Kale and Company, right here on Talk Radio 1210 WPHT. We are always live on the free Odyssey and iHeartRadio apps, and of course, streaming live for your video viewing pleasure on YouTube. 855-839-1210. That is the phone number. On social media, at 1210 WPHT. I am at Nick Kale, Kayal. Dawn Stensland with the news. Greg Stocker, the chairman of the board. Phil Omquist, Jimmy Kelly, our associate producers. Thursday, baby. That means Jimmy Fala will join us coming up at 8:30 this morning for another edition of What's on the Cut Sheet. Dawn, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Happy Thursday.
We made it. Thursday. Woo! Final show of the week in studio, because tomorrow we will be out and about at Piazza Honda in Springfield.
What you got next to you, homie? What you got next to you there, Kale?
I got two boxes.
Two boxes, Don.
And both of them contain Santa Claus outfits.
Santa is here.
Santa, baby.
Santa costume has arrived.
Wednesday at 6 p.m. for them to arrive.
After everybody was long gone.
Yes, 100%.
The studios were empty.
I was texting Rob Klustein yesterday at 4:30. I'm like, did they arrive? And they said, it says after 6 p.m. I'm like, oh God.
And the reason
I hate Amazon. I hate it.
They are, yeah. Well, a lot of that's outsourced, actually.
Of course.
Yeah. So that's when you know it's when the quality goes to hell, it's because they've outsourced it to these slappies that drive around in their own personal vehicles.
All right, so Stensland, you have your costume?
Yes.
Okay, I have mine. So we're all set. Now we need to make sure people come out tomorrow. Piazza Honda of Springfield, Delco, right there on Baltimore Pike. We start at 6 a.m. So make sure you're there beforehand.
Yes.
Woo-hoo. So you can have cozy coffee and Wawa.
Yes, absolutely.
Accoutrements.
Yes.
Stay, drop off a gift, an unwrapped toy for underprivileged children, the children, and have a cup of coffee from Wawa.
There you go.
And register to be the fourth box.
Yep. Bring a toy, unwrapped gift.
Yep.
And they're on sale. Like I was at TJ Maxx.
Yeah.
TJ Maxx.
They have a ton of adorable toys for kids that are on sales. You know. You have to spend a fortune.
Yeah, I sent my wife out last night. I said, find something for me.
For God's sake.
Find something for me so I don't look like a schmuck on Friday.
You are useless.
I am. She went to Kohl's.
Really useless.
Yeah.
I was at Kohl's, too.
Were you? Using your Kohl's cash?
No, well, what happened was I, too, had an Amazon issue. They did not deliver. The Greg Stocker ordered sexy elf costume on time.
Ordered them?
No, I'm teasing. No, I mean, I ordered it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like,
yes, Your
on
Honor.
Amazon.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
He ordered me to dress up in a sexy elf costume.
Boy, the HR file.
Or
on
I
you.
wasn't. Or I wasn't going to be employed anymore.
For the record, I ordered him to wear a sexy Grinch costume. So it's like tit for tat, if you will.
And tats.
And tats.
Yes.
But not
Lots of
the-
tats.
Yeah, lots of tats. No,
Right.
No.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And by the way, for those wondering why I have two Santa costumes, it's because I didn't know if the large would fit. So we ordered an extra large as well.
And
the large is plenty big.
Oh,
I mean,
good.
I'm swimming in it. So I feel great now. Like, I feel like, okay, the diet that I'm not on is paying off
because of sizing.
because of sizing.
Yeah.
As they say, Dawn,
Hysterical.
size does matter.
Size does matter.
There you go.
So what are you going to do with the other one then?
I guess we'll ship it back, right?
We're
Box
gonna
it back
return
up,
Well,
retape it.
We're going to return it.
Yeah, we can't have Odyssey spending money on two Christmas gifts. We'll be in bankruptcy.
Yeah. Can I start out with this? I didn't mean to start out with.
Yeah, give us the stalker. By the way, we should do some imaging for this.
No.
Maybe a little
No,
open.
no.
We could call it the stalker stupid story of the day.
A DC public school is starting a program to pay students. Let me repeat that. Pay students $50 a week just to show up. Roll
Hey.
this.
Do you think this is a good idea to help get kids back in school? Give them $50 a week. Now, chronic absenteeism has been a problem in school districts all across the country since the pandemic. A lot of kids just aren't showing up. And school officials have tried to get creative to try to get kids to come to class. Well, here at this charter school in DC, they're trying something very creative. They're actually paying kids to come to school to try to be an incentive. Now, the kids are getting $50 a week. That's 40 students,
my God.
$50 a week.
Ridiculous.
This is part of a pilot program to check to see if getting this money, which is loaded onto a debit card, will get them to come to school. And then they're going to compare it to the students who aren't in the program and see, could this be a solution for chronic absenteeism?
I had bought Thanksgiving food for my family. I kind of helped out a little bit.
I had bought.
I used it on my Senior Pictures outfit. I gave some money to my siblings that they needed.
I think kids feel more empowered, and it's connected to if you show up, you work hard, you play hard, you have more choices. So I do think it has a positive impact.
This isn't just about getting kids to come back to class. It's also about financial literacy. With that $50 a week, they're
How about starting
deciding
with,
how they're going to
I
spend
had
it.
bought.
Are they going to save it? They're also learning about investing.
What a disgrace. Your tax dollars to prevent truancy.
And they picked out what they say 40 kids.
Yeah.
So it's the 40. So it's the 40 kids that don't show up.
Right. That's unbelievable.
It's unbelievable.
We'll hook you up so you don't play hooky.
Yeah. I had bought Thanksgiving. What?
What-
At least she didn't say I had ran to the
Yeah.
store.
What's next now? We're going to give you $50 if you pass all of your classes? Jesus.
This is absolutely ridiculous, and DC should be ashamed of
I know.
themselves.
I agree. That's embarrassing. That is embarrassing.
By the way,
Look.
where was this program when I was in school?
Oh, dude.
I would have made out like a bandit.
Between that and delivering pizzas, you would have been like a Cash Money 100-aire.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, and the other issue is the mom took the kids. I mean, if they're earning it to get good grades and be in school, the mom used it. The mom took the money
Yeah.
to spend on groceries.
Can you imagine? That?
I mean,
yeah,
that's not right either.
Instead
I
of reprimanding your
Right.
child, your child had bought.
Right. Do you think that the mom was even aware that the
Thanksgiving
kid
dinner.
was skipping school? That's the most important question.
Well, obviously, if they're paying their little delinquent to
Yeah.
show up,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
it's disgraceful.
It really
$50.
is.
Bucks.
Yeah.
50
But
bucks.
why do they choose? Yeah. So how about the other kids that are always there?
Yeah, they get screwed.
Yeah.
They're like, well, I
It's
won't
like-
come.
Right.
Pay me $50 a week.
Yeah. We'll all skip. It'll
Yeah.
be anarchy.
Pay me to
Yes.
come to school.
That's right. All right, we have a lot to get to on the show today. A big take where we hit the pause button on an open America. Also, Democrats versus Republicans on the affordability message and narrative in this country. Josh Shapiro blasts Kamala Harris as Kamala Harris's book is out, 107 Days. And the Pennsylvania governor, well, he didn't like what was written about him. And also, speaking of paying kids, today's kids and their allowances compared to what their parents were getting allowance-wise back in the day blows them out of the water.
Allowance?
We have to. I know, right? I was like, allowance?
My kids just have my credit cards in their wallet.
That's a bad job out of you then.
I was going to ask you yesterday.
That's a you problem.
Does Michael, or which one is it down again at Carolina?
David.
Does David have his own American Express card with your name on it?
Baby.
Mm-hmm. God, I knew it. I was going to ask that question yesterday, but we were out of time.
He's my baby.
He's your baby. All right.
Larry's like, I lost my card. I'm like, well.
No, you didn't. I gave it to your son. Now pipe down, dude.
Michael Pelko in the YouTube chat says maybe mom is the student. That's a good.
Oh,
that's a good. Michael Pelka.
Stop, Michael.
That's not a bad thought.
No,
Thank you, Mike.
Not a bad thought
Love
at
you,
all. Cut Sheet, Fight Club, Jimmy Fallon, and a whole bunch more. Let's get down to business, though. Round number one of the news here at 6:09. The great Dawn Stensland.
And good morning on this frosty morning. I mean, we're at 32 degrees right now, but headed down to 20 degrees overnight. An Arctic blast tomorrow in the forecast. So heads up on that one. We are sponsored this morning by Joseph Anthony Retreat Spa and Salon. In the news this morning, we'll begin with a Kale & Company news follow-up, as there is now a $5,000 reward. This from the Montgomery County DA, Kevin Steele, and officials there in Montgo revealing photos of a vehicle that they think may be connected to a shooting that killed a teenager in Norristown. This happened Sunday night over the weekend. So we've talked about this, but on this one, the shooting happened on Powell Street. Officers say once they got to the scene, they find this 19-year-old Hamid Boyd suffering from the gunshot wounds and took him to a nearby hospital where he was pronounced dead. This is one of those situations where every second mattered. They did not wait for an ambulance. The officers get on the scene, rush him to the hospital, trying to save his life. And so a lot of community reaction from this. Montgo officials, including Kevin Steele, speaking out, offering this $5,000 reward. So they've released some new photos. And among them, they say the surveillance video captured 3 men getting into a white sedan, driving away right after the shooting happened. And the white sedan is believed to, looks like a Chevrolet, they say. And one of the pictures is, they're not really clear. They're a little bit blurry, but they're all over online. They released those photos. Norristown, they say tight-knit community shaken by this teenager. Officials are offering the $5,000 reward for anybody leading to the ID of the 3 suspects or the vehicle. So they want you to call the Norristown Police Department, or if you know who they are or you see them, call 911.
I'm guessing based on the fact that you said some of the surveillance is a little shoddy, we could rule out any accurate description of said suspects.
Yeah, we don't. A
male, possibly white.
And it's interesting because I don't see on what they released, because they're saying they could see 3 guys walking to the car. They're only releasing pictures of the car, not the 3 guys, to my knowledge. I mean, that's not what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Here's the car.
Yeah.
How about the people? Okay.
It's a white car.
The white car.
The white car.
Well, that's why they're able to show it.
And it's a Chevy.
Yeah.
So at least
they
went
black or brown car. They can't show it.
Right.
Cannot show it.
At least they went American with the vehicle.
There are 2 good consumer stories, but we have to get to this story because this is making big news here in Philadelphia, that those driverless Waymo vehicles that we've talked about, looks like they're coming soon to Philadelphia. It's a big story here with these Waymo vehicles. We know that they've been testing them in certain cities like Los Angeles, and they're coming soon to Philadelphia. Not to be used widely, but they're testing them. And there's a lot of concern because, for example, while they've been testing them, there was a situation in another city, I believe this was Los Angeles, where the Waymo vehicle, these are those driverless vehicles they're testing out. And so it just kept driving past a bus stop that was stopped and letting kids out and had the little stop sign out, that sort of thing.
The ones that I would never go through.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, the school bus that you passed on a 2-way street, that was still moving. It wasn't stopped yet.
That's true.
We have one from Arizona, I believe this was.
Is this Arizona?
So a Waymo vehicle, and for those of you who don't know, they're the driverless vehicles they're like little taxis almost.
Yeah,
but
the ones that I will never get in.
It drove through an active police scene.
Mm-hmm.
So because how would it know, right? So
Right.
watch this.
Yeah.
Watch this. Roll it, Phil.
Waymo.
Look at.
Oh my God.
There's an active police scene. It just goes right into the.
Mm-hmm.
It goes.
Yeah.
What the is that Waymo doing?
Yeah.
There's a guy down on the ground.
The guy's sucking pavement.
There's a guy on the. He's sucking pavement with the cops have their guns drawn on him.
Yep.
This is crazy.
Well, if the cops won't kill you, Waymo will.
And the Waymo just kept going because again, it doesn't know.
Nope. Yeah, you guys want to... I said this months ago on the show. Oh, I'll drive it. Humans are distracted. Okay. Yeah, have fun with that.
So
who should be the first guinea pig in the Waymo Philadelphia experiment? I nominate Larry Krasner.
Buckle up, Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
Buckle up, Waymo coming here. But it is. I think it is the future.
Of course it is.
You know.
Yes.
As Elon Musk and others, will they be driverless school buses, taxis? Is that what we're going to see? And there are a lot of advantages to it. People who we've talked about, people with disabilities, eyesight.
My God. Could you imagine
issues.
Driverless school buses? Kids fighting with nobody to break it up? Would you trust you don't even trust your kid at college, Dawn. Do you think you would put a 9-year-old on a bus without a driver?
Very good point.
Never.
Very good point. Nick.
But this is official. And so they've been testing this out slowly.
Okay.
Now they're kicking this into high gear, as they say, testing in Philadelphia with, like I say, earlier this year, small fleet of vehicles with those human safety drivers still behind the wheel. Now we're moving into the next phase, and this is autonomous testing ahead of the future public launch.
Yeah.
All right, get back to me in 15 years with tons of data on how safe it was, then I'll consider it.
Niantic68 on the YouTube chat says one lawsuit and it's over. Absolutely.
Oh,
absolutely.
There will be lawyers.
Yeah. I know people who have used them, and actually when Jimmy Fallon comes up at 8:30, I'm going to ask him if he's ever used one because he travels all over the country for his stand-up stuff. So I'm wondering if because people use them in Arizona and like really enjoyed them.
Another example of AI taking human jobs.
You literally walk out of bars. There's like a strip in one section of Arizona. You literally walk out of bars, and instead of cabs everywhere or Ubers and stuff, like it's literally all these Waymos, and people just get into these Waymos and they take them home.
So, but think about it. Jimmy Fallon started out as a taxi driver in New York City.
Yeah.
Would he not be the Jimmy Fallon we know and love?
100%.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He hadn't had that job.
Phil, re-rack that for 8:30 when Jimmy Fallon comes up. Thank you.
Dun, 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 dun.
Assuming Jimmy's good to go today.
He is. I talked to him yesterday.
Right, sweet.
So, but this new announcement is coming days after passengers, like I say, in the robotaxi operated by Waymo were driven just a few feet away from that police stop in downtown Los Angeles. So there was not just where you showed in Arizona. It's happening. They're in Los Angeles. They're in Arizona. They're across the country. And they've done these things, driving by a stopped school bus with little kiddies coming out or an active police scene, that sort of. They just don't have the judgment.
Mike K writes, can a Waymo get carjacked? It's a good point. That's a good thought.
If it can happen, it'll happen in Philly pretty quickly.
Yeah. This robot voice would come on and go like, you will be electrocuted. like
RoboCop. Yeah.
Like a boat in the international waters.
That's a war crime, Dawn.
Yeah,
war crime. I've been told it's a war crime. People don't know what a war crime is, but we'll keep repeating it over the television.
Because it sounds salacious.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The cities are Los Angeles, San Francisco Bay Area, Phoenix, Atlanta, Austin, and now Philadelphia. Here we go.
Okay.
I don't have a confirmation of when
I was going to ask
the public launch would be. I think it's based now on this phase 2 that we're seeing in Philadelphia. So as of right now, they're being tested with a human driver at the wheel.
With the rise of Uber and Lyft, now this, safe to say that the actual old school cab companies are pretty much down to their final days?
Not yet.
No?
I don't think yet.
Okay.
But I do think in
does
the
anybody
next 10
actually
years.
Does anybody actually still get a cab? Or have we all been like indoctrinated to use Lyft and Uber?
I use every time I go to New York, and I take the train from right here to Penn Station, and I always get out and take a cab.
Right.
Every
because of the
time.
convenience of it sitting right there.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
Crazy. Some different, I'll call it consumer news this morning, tax news. So we've talked a lot about the antics in Delco, Delaware County. The property taxes, much like Montgomery County, keep going up and up. So last night, heated, emotional city council meeting last night because these residents are furious over a proposed 19% property tax hike. It's the latest in a series, like I say, of these hikes. Homeowners are furious. Last year, 23.8%, nearly 24% hike in their property taxes, and they raised it 5% the year before that. So you think about that, 5% just in the less than 2 year period. You're looking at 5%, nearly 24%, and now another nearly 20%. That's crazy.
A lot of red states in the South have been pushing, at least from a messaging standpoint, for the elimination of property taxes. DeSantis has been talking about it. Tennessee, South Carolina. I mean, it's basically it's like a rental tax.
Yeah,
it's absurd.
It is, and you know who it hits hard as well? Senior citizens who've been in their homes for let's say 30, 40 plus years, especially in this area. I saw a report that the housing in especially in this area, people stay here. And like Nick Cale, people, maybe you left for a while in a career, you and your wife left for a while, then you come back.
Right.
That's what we're famous for in this area. And so that means that less and less people, a tiny percentage, actually are selling their homes. So think about that. Like with what you're saying, in Delco, you have people, maybe an elderly couple, they've lived in their home, their entire 50 years or something.
Well, you had a story 2 weeks ago with a 90-some-year-old lady in Delco.
Yes.
That was evicted because of rising prices, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so in that one, watching that carefully, but a very emotional meeting. I do want to talk about something, and this is in Montgomery County. I'll take you there. These are these plans, pretty aggressive plans. They want to redevelop the Plymouth Meeting Mall, much like across the country, with the exception of KOP is a very active, successful mall. Every other mall pretty much is dying out. Plymouth Meeting Mall, if you go in there, it's a dying mall. But now this is drawing pushback from one of the tenants, and this is the church on the mall, which actually has a very active house worship, and they're very worried about their church right in the middle of Advent, last Sunday, first Sunday of Advent, obviously, and now they're worried they're going to be pushed out.
There's a church on the property of the Plymouth Meeting Mall?
Church on the mall.
I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
Where is that? I mean, I've seen, the outdoor stores, you have the Dick's, you have the Miller's Ale House. Was it on the backside by like the Benihana?
It's more toward, Legoland.
Oh, okay.
Like over, if you go through that entrance, it's over by there.
Okay.
So they're really worried about it because they said, it looks like they're still going to have services during the Christmas season, but the mall is under contract to be sold in February. And the owner previously said nobody's supposed to be forced out during this transition. But it looks like it will eventually happen.
Yeah. Boy, that mall is dead.
I know.
As soon as I moved back up here 3.5 years ago, I went there one day and I was like, there's 40% vacancies.
Yeah.
All right, we have to stay on time. So
okay.
Yeah,
so
sorry.
real quick here, let me talk about Joseph Anthony Retreat Spa and Salon. It's really your secret to finishing your holiday shopping this year. Visit their locations, and these are beautiful locations. If you've been in these spas, Glen Mills, and there's another Joseph Anthony Retreat Spa and Salon. That one's in Springfield. You can always just go online, check them out, josephanthony.com, where the gift cards, of course, are always available. josephanthony.com. Nick, I know the weather, there are some frozen spots in the roads this morning, some bad accidents, in fact, and it looks like we'll have some frigid Arctic blasts moving through.
Yes, just in time for us to get up at 4 a.m. tomorrow and head out for a live show. Beautiful. Currently 31 degrees, only going up to 41 today, but you're right. Tomorrow, the high is the temperature right now, 31 degrees for your high on Friday. So when you come on out and you bring a wrapped up Actually, no, an unwrapped toy.
Unwrapped, come on.
Make sure you wrap yourself.
Wrap yourself up,
This is gonna be
unwrap the
cold.
toy, wrap
Exactly
yourself
right.
up, unwrap the toy.
There
Yes.
you go.
And you know what you can wrap yourself up in? Something that I've used for years, my secret to keeping warm in wintry weather like this, heat holders. They make the warmest thermal socks. I'm not just saying that. They're proven to be 7 times warmer than your regular cotton socks or regular socks out there. And that's according to independent lab testing and researchers. They've actually proven this about heat holders. I love mine. And they are my go-to every single winter on days like tomorrow, or even on days like, the first of the year, every year out in the cold in that parade. I'm always nice and cozy with my heat holders. My feet can't get enough of them, but they're not just making great socks. And that's just it. This is one of my best kept secrets because like the socks, they have the base layers. They come in the 3 warmth level. So you can choose which one is right for you, whatever cold you're facing or whatever situation you are facing. And like I say, I have heat holders. I have a hat. I have the little earmuffs. I have the different glove. The gloves are awesome because usually they say if your head, your hands, and your feet are warm, you're good to go, right? And that's with heat holders. I'm always good. But they make more than that. The jackets, the fleece vests, and they have some new products out, so you got to check them out. And they have these cozy blankets in all different styles. Great gifts for the holidays. 40,000 5-star reviews. And this brand really does deliver a well-known, terrific brand, heatholders.com. Make sure you use my code DAWN1210. And by the way, you get 15% off your order and free shipping with a purchase over $25. Just go to heatholders.com, promo code DAWN1210. Heat holders, they keep you warm, comfy, cozy from head to toe. Heatholders.com. Make sure you tell them Dawn 1210 sent you.
Time now for today's Spotlight on Health Trends, sponsored by Consumer Cellular.
Are steroid drugs safe? Safety depends on dose and duration. For occasional use of a bug bite or a bout of bronchitis, there seems to be little risk. But high-potency doses, such as inhaled steroids to treat asthma for more than 2 weeks, can lead to serious side effects, including impacting bone quality and risk of breaks. Doctors with Hospital for Special Surgery in New York suggest asking your doctor about non-steroidal alternatives. I'm Margie Schaefer.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. No, we're not one of the big guys. Truth is, we don't want to be. If you're over 50, Big Wireless probably has you paying for more data than you might need. You could be throwing away thousands over a lifetime.
Our entry-level data plans start at just $20 a month. And for a limited time, switch and get your second month free. Call 1-888-FREEDOM, visit consumercellular.com or a store near you and get your second month free today. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional details.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Cunahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions and bring you a special Black Friday offer.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have Leaf Filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/radio to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
That's leaffilter.com/radio. And now, as a special Black Friday offer, you can get a free gutter inspection, plus up to 35% off. This is our best offer of the season. Unlock it now at leaffilter.com/radio. See representative for warranty details.
Start your collectible coin journey today with the first ever Seuss coin. Hip, hip, hooray! The Grinch is here for all to see. DrSeussCoins.com kicks off your collecting spree. Now, for the first time ever, Rare Collectibles TV has licensed Dr. Seuss's beloved creations, making them come to life on collectible, adorable coins. Don't wait, or you'll be too late. Get yours today before they're gone forever. Only 5,000 examples have been minted. Each Grinch coin is made from 1 ounce of pure .999 fine silver and is in perfect condition. Give the gift of wonder and enchantment to your kids or your grandkids. Just go to DrSeussCoins.com to start this whimsical coin journey today with the limited edition Silver Grinch coin. That's DrSeussCoins.com. DrSeussCoins.com. This is the sound of Claire, cooking dinner at home. And that's the sound of a fraud alert from Wells Fargo, flagging a charge for a pricey restaurant in Paris. Considering Claire isn't in Paris right now, that seemed odd. To the bank and to Claire. 2 taps later, Claire says nope to the charge, and Wells Fargo is on the case. However you make money work, Wells Fargo can work with that.
Wells Fargo Bank, N.A., member FDIC.
Attention all dog